I read a man today. He was homeless and standing. Dirt shadows had underscored the sadness in time and the silhouettes of what used to be a smile. He was standing on the corner of Pleasant Valley and someone. The sun-beaten sun soliciting crumpled miracles resurrected from ashtrays and guilt. His eyes were the color of stale hope and lost spirit. And his hands were tightly gripping air as if he was holding a sign, but he wasn't. As if he was holding a sign saying, please, help me! I am hungrier than you looking more than you can ever imagine. Please don't pass me by, please. Don't pass me by. Just look past my filthy. You'll just, anything will do, anything will do. I just can't be choosing, and I ain't begging. You choose me.
Wow.
He shuffled backwards. I shifted forward. There was one red light, two men. His arms were angled just so. His invisible sign was staring right through me as if to say, I know what the fuck you're thinking. You think I'm too lazy because I don't have a sign. Well, my sign has been shit and pissed and slept on. I'm looking at the intersection of hunger and mental. Don't you dare judge me. I'll take your money. I will not accept your pity. But all I kept thinking was, dude, how do you expect to get some money? You ain't got no goddamn sign. I mean, how do you expect to compete with the millions of people who are homeless who take the time to scribble closed caption messages of poverty on top of the box that we get at Jimmy Choo's in, which is the same box they had to choose to live in? Or on the back of home for sale signs, the irony of which sometimes escapes me, but this time it hit me. Here's the sign. He's a walking billboard, soul hanging, army fatigue, dirt scribbled 5'9.5" help wanted, feed me the sun. And I finally slowed down long enough to be human to read every inch of his worn font of a body, signs home and self-esteem. Incomplete is sentence. This man is what he is. Homeless. That's how I chose to see him. Standing on the corner of Pleasant Valley and Indian, his hands gripping air so tight, the whiteness knuckled through the dirt of his yesterdays. Today I read a man. In between turn lights, turn heads, and turn signals. This hair-matted frame, handwritten, somewhat illegible cry for help. His hopes were scratched along his neckline in cursive lines ending at somewhere between his heart and here. His fears hung over him like quotations, and the more I could read the question marks in his eyes, the more I could hear him saying, are you gonna help me? Are you gonna help me?
Let's go.
And somewhere between the light changing from red to green, he was changing me. Back to that little boy who only knew go and never stopped loving to read. Somewhere between Pleasant Valley and here, he reminded me of how callous and jaded I'd become. That in order for me to consider helping a man in need, I needed to see a sign. I needed to read some witty street haiku to get my attention beyond his need for my need to help him. Well, reality is not a show. And neither is he. He is a man. And he is standing on the corner of Pleasant Valley and anywhere. The light turns green, and I go, leaving two crumpled miracles and a sign. It's waiting to be read, human.
Shit.